In this video, I'm going to show you how to hot fit a guard. There's a couple of things I want to be sure and point out. One thing is that the slot in the guard needs to be just a little bit smaller than what your tang is where it goes into the ricasso. So I'd say the slot needs to be about 90% of that size. So that way when you stick it on there and you start driving it down, it doesn't have to stretch very much and get all deformed. It'll sock it on down there, and you will actually sink it into the face, or sink the ricasso up into the face. That's the slot punch that I'll be using. And then if I need to file or mill or anything else I need to do to get to that 90%, I'll do that before I ever even go to drive it on. This is the driver, and I'll show you how that works. See, there's a slot. That slot there is a little bit bigger than this tang. If I have a different size knife, I may have a different driver that's scaled down or up for that, because I don't want this slot to be very much bigger than what that tang is right there. And this right here, watch what that's for. See, if I have to do any movement like this, that allows for it if I need to, and I drive it down. Okay, so I just want to share that with you and be watching in the next clip. Now I've got the guard hot fit onto the blade. If you'll remember, when I drove it on, the guard was straight. So now that it's hot fit, I can go ahead and begin to shape a little bit on the guard lugs. So let's do that. Let's see if I can put some shape onto this guard. Let's see what happens. I like putting these loops on here, and I want them to be closed in case a lanyard or anything like that needs to be used. It's just an added advantage. I'm gonna put a little bit more curve. There's a straight spot there I don't like. Take a look at the depth of where the back of the ricasso goes into the face of the guard. That's pretty good. That's the way I like it. It's a footprint that is this is only made for that blade. It's a custom fit. I'll come back and flatten this for all the fittings to go against, and then we'll do the top. I went ahead and shaped the top of that guard, and I straightened everything up, got it all square, and did the best I could to get the curves flowing smooth. And now, since I think it's going to fit really good and look nice, and all I need to do is add some color to it. So I'm gonna go to the next step. I'm gonna put some linseed oil on this guard. I got it just sitting in the fire. It's not red hot or anything. It's pretty hot, but not so hot that it may flash up a little, but we'll find out. Let me grab the linseed oil, just a second. what I do is just take a paper towel and put just, half a teaspoon on paper towel. I don't flood the piece, but if it's just a little bit on there, it'll be fine. Now, this is probably 500-600 degrees. It was laying in some glowing Coke. But as soon as it starts taking the color, I mean, if it's too hot, it'll burn it off and it won't be black. It'll remain the gray, the oxides. But when it's the right temperature, it'll cook it on there and it'll turn almost jet black. And it won't scorch the towel when it's the right temperature. So we're getting there. Basically, I'm cooling it off with linseed oil, but I don't want to flood it. I don't want to quench it in linseed oil. This, by the way, is mild steel. Ouch. If you touch it with your bare finger, it hurts. Okay. And I will go back over the blade itself. The blade has been heat treated, straightened, and not quite fully sharpened. But let's just look at what this, see if we can see what this looks like. So you can see the footprint of the back of that ricasso, and when it goes on, it just sinks right in there. So that's the way I do it. I want to have plenty of room for my finger and enough room for the sheath to tuck in under that. The sheath will be shaped like that S. The sheath will be shaped like that guard. To summarize a little bit about what we've done, we have got the guard hot fit, we got it shaped, we got it colored. We blackened it with linseed oil, and it fits very nicely on the back of the blade. Now this blade is going to remain unfinished for a little while. Let me show you why. I have got a piece of heavy stock pulled down and isolated into 4 parts. This will be the butt cap, and this piece will go between these 2 pieces. Now of course I've got to cut them off and hot fit or hot punch, slot punch, perhaps all of them, maybe all of them. And until I get through applying some extreme heat in this area that's near ricasso, it may creep down there and get on the ricasso and discolor it just a little bit if I go ahead and finish and linseed oil the blade right now. So I'm going to wait on that until I get all this work, these parts made and shaped, fit, colored, and on before I take them back off and hand finish the blade. So that's the reasoning behind that. So there's a logical sequence to it. Well, I appreciate everybody watching this whole video. If you can, please like and subscribe. I want to thank my son Ben for helping me with the video and for editing and things like that. We are getting better at it, we hope. And we're going to be bringing some more to you. So we'll see you on the next one.